Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where, check this out, I did it. I got the erratic deck up to gold stake. This is the end of my orange stake run here. And just to show you what it was, what it took. First of all, I have all of those interest vouchers, obviously, and bootstraps. Bootstraps has been really huge the whole run for me. This turns out to be a lot of molt pretty fucking fast, right? Then of course, Scary Face, my deck is very like play 5 kings heavy, so Scary Face is doing some stuff there. We had Campfire, which I have spoken ill of before, but it was the third time multi-mult card that I saw, and so it's what we got. I got the good banana pretty early on this run because I bought the other banana, the Girl Michelle, and it burned out after a single round. But I guess, you know, it's a mixed blessing because that means that's more time for the Cavendish to show up. And then this thing. This is just ×2 mult basically always because this deck is it's considerably club heavy. So it's just a lot of like ace and king of clubs hands. Yeah. That was a fun run. Let's head back to the main menu. Apparently I used something for the first time this run. What was it that I had never had before? Did I miss it? I must have missed it already. Oh no, it was... I had a mime? I might have had a mime. I don't know. It's been a while. It's a long run. Anyway. Main menu. Let's hit it. So... New run, erratic deck, gold stake. Let's give it a try. The deck, it presents some interesting challenges. It presents some fun opportunities though as well. So we're a little bit, this is a really unusually even deck for one of these. We're a little bit spade light, and we have a lot of kings and queens and like tens. But with our jacks low, it's not super easy. Like we kind of have a straight band here. We could try to play, you know, 9 through king straights, but with us only having 3 jacks, it is a little weird. Well, we'll see what comes. That's a beginning, certainly. Now, of course, the killer is going to be these 7 card hands. It's such a nightmare. So yeah, we're like pretty. I'm a little disappointed that the first one of these we pulled was pretty even on suits, because I think it being uneven on suits is really actually going to help us with the low hand size before we have our deck stuff figured out. It's a lot easier to form flushes, obviously, in a deck that is really, really unbalanced in one direction or the other. As for what we are going to do to follow that up, there's only 1 6. We're probably not completing this straight. I'm gonna just discard these 4 cards and see if we can... Okay, that's something. That will do it. Odd Todd is probably not the play given how deep we are on face card stuff. We'll just keep looking. That's nearly a heart flush, and it doesn't seem impossible that we could cobble the heart flush together. How many 9s do we have? There's 4 9s in the deck still. We'd also be reliant on hitting either a pardon me, a 6 or a jack, which I don't really love. Yeah, this hand is kind of crummy, honestly. We could drop stuff to try to make it to the club flush. Like, I know we're a little closer to the spade right now, but there's only 6 spades left in the 37 cards. I don't really love those. The odds of drawing 2 of them, you know. Maybe this will just turn into something else. Okay, well, we did draw a jack. Like, drawing 9 king doesn't seem any more unlikely than drawing 2 clubs. Let's see if we can get to that place. Well, there you go. And since it worked out, it must have been a good idea, right? Sounds pretty ironclad to me. You know, I do like Stuntman in general. I don't know that Stuntman is playable on this difficulty. Only having 5 cards. Yeah, I don't know. That's scary. Ooh, I don't know what's going on with me yawning all of a sudden. Apologies. Well, I guess let's start with this 4 of a kind. And then we only need 140 from here. If these weren't half debuffed, well, that would only be 120 anyway. We could try to just discard all of the non-queen cards in our hand and see if we get to a 3 or 4 on queens just based on their density. Yeah, like 3 queens is 150 if one of them's debuffed. Yeah, I really appreciate the math being different, honestly. I just like it helps keep the game fresher for me, I guess. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not super happy with this pull. Yeah, we're not really biased in the direction of flushes. We have 5 10s and 4 4s. 10 are like walkie-talkies, extremely whatever. Doesn't really play into our game plan all that much. I might just like do these, because I know I'm gonna open this buffoon pack, and so we can maybe get something cool off the hallucination right away. Drunkard's not so exciting. Blue Joker maybe does like a little something for us, and then we just also buy this to fix our economy, and that's not a whole lot of value in terms of like actually affecting the scores of our hands. But what else was I supposed to do? So it would be cool if we could hit a flush. Obviously, the more we're drawing before playing our hand, the more we're weakening Blue Joker. And even then, that's only 936. This does not bode well for this run. I think we're in a pretty bad spot here. Okay, let's play out all these low cards, see if that high drawing density, there we go. Or the density of high cards in the remaining deck will play us out of here smoothly. All right, $5 lets me do basically nothing. I mean, it's interest though. So I see that boss blind of all your face cards are all your face cards are face down. I don't necessarily think that's a huge problem. We very well may be able to just work with that. We can try for the heart flush, I guess. This is very slightly more likely than the diamond flush. That'll give us a little bit of extra juice, but it's still only half of what we need. Clubs are the most common kind of card left in the deck. That said, you know, it's no guarantee. Right, we should be able to get there from here on. I was about to say basically anything, but I should probably specify basically anything better than high card. We're just gonna eat a lot of this low stuff and see if, yeah, okay. See if we can draw into a little something. That said, this something is too little, and this is too little of a something. All right, let's try that again. It's gonna probably take a few before we find one that has like a realistic chance. So this deck is much more heavily slanted toward hearts. We have 7 2s, bunch of 5s, bunch of 7s. Unfortunately, Not really much in terms of low straight power because there's only a single 3. And in fact, the straights are broken up pretty badly here by these low things. 4 through 8 is something we might be able to hit relatively frequently. So if we come up with, if we are offered tools to help improve straights, that could be our plan. I don't think I want to hunt the diamond flush here. Yeah, I might just go for that straight, actually. Let's see if we can pull it together. It's not looking very good. Never mind. There it is. It's not big enough to beat the blind by itself, but there it is. So that's going to be also not big enough to beat the blind by itself. Very disappointing. And I guess we'll play all of this stuff. See if we can find our way into some hearts, or yeah, all right, that'll do it. Every time we don't beat the small blind in 2 hands, I start getting nervous. I do like burglar. Honestly, if we had the money for burglar, I might have bought it there. All right, well, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 7s and 7 2s in our deck. This is not the way we're usually going to build this, but since the 1 3 did come up, all right, we have like a lot of 2s left, right? Yeah, but if we're going for, we're better off trying to find another club than we are trying to find enough 2s to make the 2 scoring hand good. That is totally a possibility, though. If we can find a couple of tools, maybe like improve one of those 2s and copy it once or twice, that could really be where we're going. That was just the big blind. Yeah. So okay, I think I'm all right to take a spectral pack here. Interesting. So we could like burn out some of the middle of our deck, but make our 2 drawing more reliable. We could pay $6 for a rare joker, a random rare joker. A lot of which, you know, like I have said many times, rare jokers are not, it's not so much that they're powerful as that they're specific, but several of them would be, you know, useful in sort of like setting a direction for us, whether we want to try to make the straight thing work or... I kind of want the functional economy, though. It didn't even destroy the 2. That's really good luck. Okay. So 2s are over a 7th of our deck now. That's neat. That also lets me get this without feeling bad about it. We have 4 queens, so Shoot the Moon is only like as okay as usual. We're not going to worry about it too much. All right, the pillar is a little bit of a bummer. Clubs are quite plentiful. I'm trying to like, we probably try to make the straight work, right? Like do this, hope to draw a 7. And if not a 7, then something around the other side. Okay, we get nothing. That's really bad. Well, we got a couple of hands left to find some kind of footing. Still a lot of clubs left. We could just go for, I'm just gonna go for the flush at this point. Like, we need to score some kind of reasonable hand. Actually, that's a flush house right there. Not a good thing to plan for, but a wonderful thing to have happen to you. Odd Todd's a bit of a strange fit. Let's open the Buffoon pack before we open the Spectral pack in case we get a Joker that we're like really happy with. Diamond is like, yeah, Diamond's a pretty low suit. We could try to make Mad Joker work. Turn into a just play all the 2s deck. Now we open the Spectral pack in case, you know, we get Onk or something. Well, cryptid on this hand is not very compelling, but what if we just have 2 mad jokers? It's not the best joker in the world, but it might be good enough for our purposes. And the fact that we just have a raw 20 mult sitting up here now actually is going to make life so much easier. Let's see if we can heart flush. Maybe not. See if we can 2 of a kind. You know, I kept the 10s because I was thinking full house. Obviously, the mad jokers would like us to do that a little bit differently. Let's play one hand like this. We'll see if we can draw another 2. Yeah, 2 of hearts. So I would have preferred... I don't know, 2 of hearts is okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to find like a good place to put the mult. I don't want to put it on diamonds, with the diamonds being our lowest suit. No, spade is our lowest suit. There we go. That's fine. Okay. Obviously, getting to 4 of a kind is not the easiest thing in the world, but I like where this is headed. Upgrade 3 of a kind by 3 levels? I don't think so. You know, we only get so many discards. Okay, I don't think we have to do anything else here. I was like, this 2 pair will definitely be a significant portion of what we need to get to the end. It's much better to play it than to discard it in this situation. Erosion coming up at +20. And only getting better as we continue to sculpt. I think it's pretty good. We're going to take the hone now because it's about to disappear, even though it does not do the best things to my interest. And it would be really slick if we could now manage a whole bunch of 2s. There's 3 7s left. It's probably not reasonable to try to build the 4 there. We could hold on looking for the straight, but I don't really want to. We could keep the 2 while looking for a club flush. Yeah, but I really want to be burning more cards than that, right? Where on earth are all of my 2s? That should have been a discard. Now I'm all in my head about it. All right, 4 2s. 4 2s is probably sufficient. We're gonna have to start hitting that more easily, though. The voucher is definitely interesting. Right now, To the Moon is like... I guess it would pay itself off pretty quickly. That's maybe a good way to think about it. It's not great, but it is going to get us some good stuff. So we're not going to draw very many more 9s. Let's just get those out of the hand. This I feel like we can just throw away. Uh-oh. Looking not so good for the old 5-2 strategy. Then again, yeah, maybe it's not always necessary. Alright, I for sure want to hit hieroglyph, but we can wait one more time and just make the economics on it a little bit better. 5,400 should not be something that we struggle to beat. Okay, that's a strong start. Yeah, we can take that as a beginning. There's a couple of 7s left. I guess we can throw this jack out of here while we're doing this. Okay, doing all right on money. Buy this, send ourselves back in time, give us like a little bit more time to find some juice, a real Joker. A Joker who can make some cool things happen. And in the interim, I guess better to keep the 5 than the 4. We might be able to get some kind of multi going off of the 5. Although we would prefer to do it this way, certainly. Yeah, overall, I would say this is going well so far. This has promise. Okay, I think we're probably looking to some Arcana packs here, trying to figure out how can we make this run more smoothly. You're looking for, you know, obviously like hanged mans, deaths, stuff like that, things that we did not get here. We could throw steel on something. Club and heart are high suits right now. We could just club some of these cards, like all the ones that aren't. I guess that's fine. I'm gonna be honest with you, that Arcana pack feels like a little bit of a bust. This would be better if the Fool wasn't set to Moon. I guess we'll just put gold card on something. You know, a gold card's a card you don't want to play anyway, right? So. Do I want to hold this so I could maybe get the value of the $3? Probably not. We need to make sure we actually get our 2s. And there is no benefit with this setup to playing multiple hands per round. We really want to get out as fast as possible for cash efficiency reasons. But also, like, you want to hold on for the 4-up. The 4-up is what your whole deck is constructed toward at this point. I probably could have gone 1 or even 2 earlier there. This seems like an okay time to buy the reroll surplus voucher, which is really, really good. And, you know, that's a hand we play sometimes. So we've had a little bit of a time extension here, effectively, from the hieroglyph. I have to say, I do not feel like I'm getting a ton out of it necessarily. Oh, come on. Where's another 2? All right, there we go. We really do need some Arcana packs. They're going to play along a little bit. Okay, well. I think there's pretty solid reasoning for that. Really wish we had a death here or something. Yeah, temperance is no good, or strength is no good. Fool, I guess, would be okay. And we can take we can take the money. I don't have a problem with the money. You know what? I'm gonna take the money and then take the money again. Then we're gonna see about maybe some more interesting cards. No, we are not. In fact, that is not occurring. All right, let's turn some of our valuable stuff to clubs, I guess. And we have the ability to go looking for something interesting, at least a little. Odd Todd is still not compelling. 8-Ball is, I'm pretty sure, still not compelling. At this point, we're going to buy Chaos the Clown, so we get 1 free reroll from the shop. Reroll, and then sell Chaos the Clown, because I do not actually want him. I don't think we want a clever Joker. I just want one that, like, generally does stuff. You know, Vagabond does do stuff. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's tough to say. Card Sharp is... I think Card Sharp's probably pretty good once your deck is really running. As it stands, we actually can't play two quad 2 hands because we only have 7 2s. But like taking it now to have it for later when your deck is more capable, yeah, I guess, whatever. Well, that's pretty rough. That was a pretty rough sequence of draws. Our bank account is going to suffer here. Okay, well, if the lucky card wants to just give us 20 bucks back, it turns out everything's fine. We're having good luck with those lucky cards so far. Okay, Ride the Bus. It's a little bit later than I would ordinarily like to pick up Ride the Bus. I do think it's going to be good for us. Let me do some stuff in these Arcana packs first. Really? I guess we can turn, yeah, we can turn some non-club stuff into clubs. Do I want to sell like Card Sharp or maybe To the Moon to run Judgment? I probably do. I think To the Moon is actually... it's better for us in the moment, certainly, at the very least. So do we want to start riding the bus in the Ante 4? I'm going to say yes. We'll see if that ends up being something we stick to in the long term or not. Fortunately, it didn't come up eternal, so we don't actually have to worry about the long term here. Wow, okay. Cannot find a 2 for the life of me. This got me a little worried, actually. Oh, right, yeah, the queen is scoring in that position. Okay, well, I think the run's actually just over. That's sad. Yeah, we hit too many Arcana packs in a row with no way to reduce the non-2 contents of the deck and no way to increase the number of 2s. Makes it hard to follow that strategy. All right, so here we're having on like 10s and queens. Hitting straights is going to be kind of weird. It's a heart and club deck. 10s and queens. Already forgot what I just said. Okay, so it should be... this flush should be totally completable. Well, damn, deck. Why didn't you just lead with that? We could try to commit to the bus like really early. Yeah, no, that's extremely not the thing we're doing with this deck. Do I want to skip the blind for... you know what? I think I do. I want to get some extra re-rolls in here. There's lots of queens and lots of 10s, and I'm not saying that like the full house is guaranteed, but it felt quite likely at least. Unfortunately, now we're left here with just like actual garbage hands. Managed to work our way up to a flush. Jumbo Spectral Pack, huh? Well, I don't really... I mean, like... We have more hearts than anything else, but not enough for me to take on an eternal lusty joker, I think. Well, you know what? That's a fun idea. It is hard for me to believe that we're going to survive to have the X5 here. All right, let's take one of those free rerolls. Plus 20 mult if you played Four of a Kind. It's probably just a little bit rich for where we are in the deck. The Mime doesn't actually do anything. Yorick sells for $10. I was kind of hoping we'd see like, I believe the normal Joker, the just plus 4 mult Joker, is only 2. So that's 100% what I was hoping for there. I mean, we can't skip this blind for a Spectral Pack because we definitely can't beat the next round. There are 4 queens left in the deck. We're going to use all of our 2 discards here. We're going to try really hard to draw 5 queens. There we go. That'll get us out of this round. All right, the Buffoon pack is just going to have to do. Show me something that has some mult on it. That'll work. That'll work. Absolutely. Not my favorite solution to the problem, but it is a solution to the problem. So what are we angling for here? We could try to, with only 3 jacks, by putting together the straight doesn't feel super likely. We can just discard everything that isn't a queen or a 10. Try our level best to find some big multiples here. I was hoping that was going to be just a tiny bit more impressive than it was. But hey, they left us with a flush at least. It is going to take such a long time to level this up without any extra discards. Hey, look who it is. Yeah, you know what? Welcome aboard. Use all the help I could get. All right, we're just drawing for queens here. Queens are what we started with 2 of. Queens are what we're looking for. Wow. Okay, well that's the end of the run then. I should have held the 10s. I absolutely should have held the 10s. That was a little cavalier. Because we could have hedged, right? Oh, wow. Actually, no, never mind. That was good enough. I'm shocked by that. I think we're just gonna move forward here. Yeah, I guess let's build for the Heart Flush. Or at least to start with the Heart Flush. That itself has a pair in it. Yeah, honestly, this could be going a lot worse. Mystic Summit really did come through at like a critical time. 15 left on that. Do we ride the bus now? No, we're still trying to play a queen deck. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's okay. Rewarded. I did think it was going to be more than that, in case you were wondering. But you can get remarkably high value out of just like a very lowly pair here. And I'm doing my level best to stay loyal to Yorick. Do I want to... we got some interesting choices here. The thing is, we can afford riffraff and the hand size voucher, and I kind of think that's where I want to be, because like I don't actually want this, and I might not actually want that. Should I do this so we have 2 slots open for riffraff? Still 13 discards on Yorick. You know what? I'll hold this Joker. Let's let riffraff generate us something. Okay. A thing that wants us to play straights, which is interestingly timed. If we wanted to go to 6 or Jack, that's 7 cards. The problem with that, obviously, is that if we do it, we're committed to straights for the rest of our hands. I'm trying to get to like full house here, maybe. All right, if I play 4 10s, that's going to be 100 times 7, 22, 26. So yeah, it's not nearly enough, and it won't be reproducible. So we could draw 7s, we could draw another queen. Maybe I just drop the 7. Yeah. Oh, friends, I do believe this one is also at an end. Okay, well, there we go. We at least got the one more full house. But yeah, definitely not sufficient. It's tough. All right, we'll do one more. I do not have infinite time today, but I have time for one more. Okay, there are 9 7s in this deck. There's a pretty decent cluster up at like ace queen. Deck is pretty spade heavy, spades hearts. So of course you draw 2 hearts and no spades. I'm definitely worried about trying to make that club flush work. I don't think it's gonna happen. I bet we don't. I bet if we are pursuing the club flush, we will not see another club for such a long time. So maybe like we have 5 6s, but a pretty serious paucity of 8s and 4s and 3s. Yeah, making this straight happen is just really not viable. Go for the heart straight or the heart flush, I guess. Yeah, there we go. That's something. I think that one is still a little bit too small. Yeah. Well, that's very unfortunate. This will be 30 something, 30, yeah. 16 times 2. You know, it's 30 something, whatever. For our intents, it is more than 30, and that's what matters. All right, let's just keep going. I don't think I really like that. I did see the tag at the bottom of this one, and I'm wondering. I am wondering as well if I should have taken it, if I was too quick to just jump past it. It certainly would not, like taking that tag would not have increased our total. Like our total boss buying power, but it would have at least guaranteed something cool at this station. So there's a bunch of 7s. Yeah. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna commit to this. Just like find me something of value anywhere, please. And I kind of feel like we did not get there. Is triple king enough? There's only 1/8, so that straight getting completed seems pretty unlikely. I guess we could complete it upwards with a queen. All right, there she is. Right on time, too. And then you cannot actually produce 104 chips from this hand. I mean, not with 0 jokers, you can't. Okay, that's... I know I said one more, but that hardly counts. Generally speaking, we can't afford this when we do it off the small blind, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, I should look at what's actually plentiful in the deck before, before making these decisions. There's a lot of 6s, there's a lot of queens, a lot of 2s. Yeah. There's a lot of queens. Let's see what we can get here. What is the suit makeup of our deck? So it's spade-ish. I don't think I like blackboard, at least not yet. I do like abstract joker. Obviously, I don't want to have to keep it eternally, but it might be good enough to drag us through the early game, and that might make it worth holding on to. You can't win or lose the mid to late game if you can't even get there. But it's only going to be +3 mult by itself. You know what? I am electing not to go for it. We're going to try something more ambitious. Is that deeply, deeply foolish? Yeah. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yeah. A bird in the hand, etc. But, you know, things do just kind of have to go spectacularly well for us to be able to win any of these. So in that sense, it doesn't feel so weird to be like waiting for something to go really, really well, really unusually well. All right, I'm not going to play the 3 of a kind. I'm going to reduce this to whatever. There's 1 4 left. There's 0 7s. Okay, ace is the most plentiful thing remaining. Just trying to make a full house happen here. There we go. Guarantee that we could actually get past the blind. You do not want to be in a place where that is how you have to engage. Yeah, even Steven's absolutely fine. 2 of the things we have a lot of are 2 and 6. Yeah, this should be useful for a while. Well, this is no good. All right, just enough even Steven to get off the hook. Eternal ride the bus, probably not a great idea. I guess for the moment, I think I'm just gonna continue onward here. We don't really have all that much clover. Yeah, if we're gonna pursue a flush out of here, it should be the spade. Shame we only got 1 joker proc on that, but it is what it is. Would I I would, right? It would be better to do this. Sorry, I'm a little pulled away here. Well, I just spilled water all over myself because I forgot how full I filled my water up, so that's cool. I think we have to get something here. Well, no, even Steven might be enough to carry us through 1800. For a reasonable number of diamonds, let's see if we can hit the diamond flush real fast. Just allow us to draw something a little bit more compelling. Yep, that is really cold water, and it is all over me. Well, that was fun. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna get through this. No big deal. Here's 4 more procs. This is the point where we need to find something else. And I do think we're gonna have to re-roll for it. Like I need a Joker that improves. As much as I love Vagabond, I don't think that's the answer here. And they're devoted to not showing us anything. Well, I gotta tell you, I feel like maybe that was a little aggressive, but also I think we gotta be pretty aggressive to get out of here. $2,400. Yeah, I think this run might just be doomed. If we're a little bit smart with photograph, we might be able to get something going. So there's like 1,000,000 twos. What we want to do here is draw some twos and some kings. Put them up, but we put the kings after the twos so that we get all of the even Steven triggers and then the X2. I mean, it helps. It's something. Yeah, okay. I guess we're gonna just ride on here. Do I want to skip for the buffoon? Yeah, you know what? I think I do. At this point, like, we're so desperate for Jokers to do stuff. All right. Well, I think the family is a take. We have to get to this place because this is the only like actually powerful Joker we have. And then we're not high enough on hearts for Lusty Joker to be exciting. I really don't know, like. So what this means is that Tarot and Planet and Spectral cards may appear multiple times within a single pack, right? Because we already... And actually, we see Jokers all the time as well, that we've seen earlier in the run and lost. Like, I should probably just take the banner. Here's part of me that wants to grab this guy. I should just take the banter. The banner. It's holographic. Yeah, it's the right pull, but it's not as interesting, right? Like, part of me really wants to try to make that other thing work and learn some stuff about the game in the process. All right, let's try to find this flush, hopefully with a face card in it. No face card. Yeah, that's not ideal. How about another flush? Unfortunately, only one activation of Even Steven. That got us most of the way there, but we are now officially out of luck, I think. Yeah. Just couldn't find what we needed there. That run was developing in a pretty interesting direction. It was going to be really hard for us to serve the 4-card Joker, but I just like... I don't think we had the option of not taking him. We needed to get something with some multi-mult in, and it needed to start happening pretty soon. It's just... That's a rough one. Okay, well... I am, in fact, going to go ahead and call it there for the moment. Thank you all so much for watching. Because first of all, sore throat's coming back a little bit. Secondly, I'm covered in cold water, and I need to fix that. So that's going to be it for us for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, more gold stake attempts with the Erratic deck, because I think that is definitely, of the ways we've tried so far, that is definitely the most fun way to play gold stake. So come back for more of that, and we'll see you then.